Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Plight of Princes. Been a while. Where last our party left off, they were encountering a group of manticores that had seemed to take their refuge upon the road and harried and killed a group of travelers before them. Up until this time now, they have been traveling alongside a warlock, more or less, of the Sands, who has offered a job for them to allow him to be bringing materials northward towards the city of Bryn Shandar. They've camped up for the night. Aside from the two eternally conscious individuals, more or less, in the King individual and Wittek the Warforged, currently the watch belongs to Loyalty and Grunara. Grunara and Loyalty were talking as above them it was essentially like what you would see from most nights if you were close to the sea, which they were. Their tents are actually relatively close. The dozens of small insects, except they were all the kind that are flash bug, the kind of glow in the dark individuals with just a little bit of light, and just began to coalesce about them and above them. And from the forest, they began hearing a very soft, lulling song. And as they were hearing this, a pinkish mist began just emanating out from the forest towards them. So, anyone who is currently asleep, you stay asleep unless somebody wakes you up.
Question.
Loyalty. Yes.
Have we experienced the effects of a long rest?
Not yet.
Have we experienced the effects of a short rest?
Technically, you can't have one unless you declared at the start that you're only taking an hour's
That's
rest.
why I'm asking, because I don't know.
I would say no, you have not experienced the benefits of a short rest. You just
Roll20 has currently kicked me for reasons I don't understand.
Roll20 has gone, we don't want you in this encounter. Yeet!
You are asleep.
It's not asleep. I don't do the sleep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you aren't asleep.
We do not do the sleep.
So I take it me and Wittek see this pink mist going about.
How about you both give me a wisdom saving throw first?
Could somebody give me a hand in doing that?
I'll happily do that for you.
All of us or just those two?
Just those two.
No. I'm proficient in it, but my rolls suck.
Nice.
Damn.
King is fine. Fucking hell. 23.
I shouldn't have said anything about my rolls early because I just rolled a 23 total for you, King.
Lovely.
King, you play your motion in chess and you just begin waiting for Wittek to make his move. And you keep waiting. And you keep waiting. And Wittek's not moving. It's almost frozen in place. That's the way to describe it. No movement of the eye. But there is still that inner, you can tell from just his form that there is still that inner light that he has. That is still there, but at this point, as you do, well, you two wouldn't notice Wittek first because
Okay.
Grunara, Loyalty, you just begin hearing a very soft flute playing from the interior of the wood, just out of, it's that weird corner of the eye experience where it's just out of view enough to not see anything, but there is that fight or flight human instinct of there is something there, and you get that uncanny valley in your gut. Loyalty, it's a very familiar. You see from the wood a thin and tall figure. Their horns are like an ibex stag in that they come back into a large twisting curve that invokes on itself multiple times like a whirlpool or a drain. But the actual structure of it is that there's these narrow, longer connecting points with these heavier stubs that are like fuses that go back, and they're fusing like individual segments that go down to a horn tip.
Sorry, Das, does it say I'm in the game? If so, can you kick me at all?
Not. No, you're not. I can't kick you from the thing while you're still there, and currently for me it does not show that you're in the thing.
Okay.
As they begin stepping around the corner, you see a hoofed figure. Not too unakin to a satyr, but Runara, what you most compare this person to was, it's like seeing a human and addressing that loyalty is a human, and then addressing that this is another human, in that you can tell when he's invoked his Fey presence, it's something akin to this. Their hair is like white and wispy threads of silk that just hang down over their shoulder and down their back. And their left eye is almost insectoid in that multiple sections within it, like dozens of different tiny panes of glass, each one reflecting and taking in light. All about their body you can see that there are vines wrapped about it with these little thorns that just barely pinch the skin at all these different points, but there is no tear, there is no pulling, but the vines are wrapped around everything, and the vines, almost in a Bayonetta way, it's like the vines make the clothing, in that it just covers over their form. Figure's head is low as they're playing, before their head just like slowly tilts up as they stop. And they're looking straight towards you, I think. You do not know this person's name. It's like, the easiest way to remember it is like a schoolyard friend that you don't remember the name of, in that you have a familiarity of I know you, but you cannot pin from where. It seems to be waiting for you to speak.
Hi! And Lo will sort of sidestep to sort of cover, to sort of protect Runara, and sort of, hi! The arm comes out and sort of shields Runara. And to kind of try to do the same thing at the same time.
Make a sleight of hand check. If you're gonna do that, make a sleight of hand check.
I was gonna type who I'm said to do it on it. It's a bit of me, loyalty, and king.
Okay.
Sleight of hand, yeah, I'm good at that.
Very important that you did that. Very important that you did that. Because I got a 21, you cunt. You tried to sneak past the Fae, but the Fae didn't have the best roll. Still had a good modifier.
Yeah, that's on myself.
Oh, good.
I don't. Okay, already. You two need. All of you need to stop rolling above 20 right now. Let me have fun. Let me traumatize. Let me traumatize my girlfriend. Damn it!
I refuse.
Sorry!
Don't worry, Dad. I'm always here to normalize everything.
Bless you for it until you divine intervention. God, you can't do that in this campaign yet.
Yeah, we'll just go into cleric for about 10 levels. It'll be all
You're
right.
frozen, shush. Little lost Corfu. You've drawn too far away from home, my cohort. She's missing you an awful lot. Time for you to come.
That would be good. If I actually had names, you know. The lights are on, but there's nobody home. If you get my drift.
I'm sure we could say that about you for a lot of the time you were with us, but you know names are powerful. And that is a brazen way to...
I am so sorry, Han. I'm struggling to hear you at the moment. That's more my side. Don't worry.
Do I sound okay for everyone else, or is it just her?
You did cut out there. You,
A little bit of a cut out, but okay overall.
It's probably just due to like mic sensitivity.
I've boosted you on my side, so we'll see how that goes.
Remember, Discord recently got an improved like background noise filter, so you may need to up your sensitivity.
That's by going on the right side, yeah? Going lower, not the... Which I've just done.
Yeah.
So what they said was... Oh, the lights are...
Yes.
Okay, that's a connection issue then, not a sensitivity issue.
No,
I can't hear you.
Yeah, that completely cut out there.
He was like, and he says, but
Right, push to talk. We're just going to do that instead.
that's better.
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Lovely.
Fuck the hand motion, says you.
I'm sorry, Han.
Well, it's important to say, wouldn't have liked to have ended this and gone, by the way, we heard half of you. Because words are important.
As our
So-
names, as we said.
As we said. We always had the opinion that the lights weren't always on upstairs for you. A pretty little place for it, but... And you know names are powerful. You know names have strength. It's a bit of a cheek to be asking for names like that.
I'm sorry. Like it's more the whole memory thing needs a trigger.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, if you come back to us, she's sure to fix you. She's been crying since you left. It's been naught but rain in the deep wood. She needs her gentlest little lover again. Why did you leave her? You've broken your heart. And clearly broken your mind.
Huh. Well, that's an interesting development. Last I heard, she dumped me here. In more instances of the word than I'd like to admit.
Goodness, she'd never dump you. Who's been making up lies? And there's a moment where you can tell, like, that he's had, like, either, like, that coy smile to a neutral expression that's, like, there's almost like a, you know, like a twitch to the eye when that's being said about her, that she would dump someone.
If that's the case, then insight the fuck.
One to fucking place away.
Yeah, let's incite the Fae. That'll go well.
Also, anyone else who wants to insight may go ahead and do so. Because there's 3 people who are currently aware of him.
I'm going to raise from my sat position and just stand behind Widdick, just with one hand on his shoulder.
Do you
Low.
want me to insight check for you, King?
Yeah, sure.
Lo would just sort of stand up, just sort of
Renara and King both
wave
have...
the hand and just go.
Okay. So you're being waved at him to, you know, da-da-da-da-da. But Renara and King both have a D4. Renara, if you want to roll a D4.
It's on saves and attacks.
On
Not
saves and
abilities.
attacks, not skills.
Not skill checks. That's guidance skill checks.
That's guidance, yeah.
If Okay, just to clarify, did
Hello.
you say that Lo had the bless as well?
Yes, but that's only on saving throws and attacks.
Okay, sorry, just clarifying.
But,
It's all
but
good.
yes, it's the three of us that are awake and active right now have it.
You're trying to insight check a Fae. Aside from what I gave you, you can get nothing else.
Um, um, what else did you say?
I'm not here to be a messenger. I'm here to collect. It's time to come home. Back where you belong.
Well, well, this is kind of the thing, you see. I'm underemployment, you see. It's not a case that I don't want to. It's just a case that I can't right now.
Well, that depends on who's employing you. Because some common street merchant, that's not exactly an employment you have to worry about when it comes to dealing with queens and royalty.
King will speak up in Sylvan and say, "That would be the King of Netherwinter employing us."
Like I said, when it's not the employ of common street merchants, but in that case, a common sellsword, hoping to split open the legs of a particularly dangerous fiend. I'm talking about monikers that have existed long before it and would exist long after. Why don't you sit back down?
I am fine standing, my nameless friend.
King, you feel compelled to sit back down.
I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed.
You feel compelled to sit.
Damn it!
Did I stutter?
Goes now with advantage.
And you just feel yourself forced, like almost like somebody's chopped your knees but is also pushing your shoulders, and you just sit down like where you are on the ground, and he just looks away from you then, hey, and just takes a step forward. Come on now.
As I said, I will come back once the job is done. I'm sure she'll understand that. Yes, that. I mean, I might come back with anniversary gift. Yeah, anniversary gift. She'd like that. She'd like that. Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Just
Straight
while-
roll.
Against
Just
a
while this is happening, I just want to like cover my mouth and do cast thaumaturgy, which is just verbal. So I'm gonna like whisper it, cover my mouth a little bit, it's like I have my face, and I'm gonna cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute underneath the people that are sleeping. Try and like shake them awake.
Unless I have individually messaged you, that does not wake you up.
Okay.
Or if you are like people like Wittig or Posey, who are currently held in place.
Looking around after I do that, do I see anyone awake or showing signs of being awake?
Only Kika.
You got what you wanted, Blue.
Not like this!
You're awake now.
Shit, hubris.
Wait for 5 minutes. It's alright, it's alright.
Curse my hubris!
Guess my hubris. Well, I don't know what's happening, so I probably like just shake my head and I'm just like, what?
Again, I'm not here to. No. See, I have a problem, and as you can tell, like there's a hesitance to him. You can just see the thorns begin just pinching deeper into the skin. Like, let's just say right now it's only over his shoulder area, where just a bunch of them, the vines just like move a little bit, and they all pinch and they give a tug, and you can just see this, like almost like amber or sap seeping from him as he just winces about. I got told to bring you back, so I can't go back without you.
I'm afraid you're gonna have to. We kind of need her.
What's going
Him.
on? Who are you talking to?
Lo doesn't move from the gaze, but just sort of mouths. Takes a little side shot towards where Kika is and just mouths.
Kika, when you move your head to go look, you can just see that he's reached to the back and just pulled over, and there's just over his horns is now just a cowl and just a thing that's covering over his face. I'm here to take you back. You don't have a lot of time. I need you to come.
I'm aware, I just don't have a lot of time with this job either, you see, you know, like hourly rate type thing.
I'm sure
So,
she can pay back whatever debt's owed, but you are owed. And she wants you, so come on.
Who? What?
Right, but who is she? Like, we kind of need her. Need
He
him to work,
knows who I'm
right?
talking about.
But we kind of need them to.
No, you don't need anything.
We do.
I don't have to
kind
answer
of.
to any of you.
Yeah. Well, you kind of do.
I speak up from sitting down and in Sylvan and say, in which case I challenge your authority on the matter. If you will not give title...
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh wow, Nemo, you're so good at this.
Yeah, well, somebody's gonna put a
time-
stop to it. I
It's
can't
time
just...
for Nemo's favorite stat.
How many times in our gaming history has Nemo opened his mouth to say something and been answered with make a Constitution save?
Too many times. Too many.
If I could
Oh,
edit
God, why?
some like compilation. Good on you for doing something, but here we go.
But yes, if somebody could make that save for me, yes, I am incapable of doing
Oh
anything.
yes.
Remember there,
Both
is,
in-game and out!
remember there is a dice roller in Discord, so you can roll the dice yourself.
I appreciate you people trying to help me.
We're trying.
King, that is with a +3 if you roll it in Roll20.
And I assume Blessed turn they run out in 10 minutes.
Ooh. Oh, you've appeared in Roll20 for me.
Aha, he's back. And he might be going just as quick.
13.
13. So, you know, bad. I'm in. And I'm out.
18, 23, 31,
Oh dear.
37.
You can stop
Will
counting.
you please stop?
It's like at this point you're like over Widdick's HP pool at this point. You can stop. She's just a wizard.
Stop! She's already dead!
He's
Yeah.
But you are correct. I am at 37. I am down to 0.
And you rolled. What did you roll for your con again?
Excuse me.
Like 13. So rubbish.
Yeah.
So I don't imagine this is a spell of any description. I don't believe any thing would have saved me from that.
Well, King's not moving.
Okay, well, Kika's gonna rush over to King and just, like, panic.
Extends out a hand. There's a single green bolt. King drops. Only when you mentioned a challenge of authority.
I run over to King. Is King breathing? I put my hand in her ribs and feel her lungs.
Oh god,
Sorry, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Could you not? When I said it makes you feel better last time that you can poke my insides. I didn't mean that was an invitation. I was saying that's possible.
That very much constitutes an invasion of privacy.
I will check if she's if she's dead or if she's just unconscious.
Make a medicine check.
Consent?
Personal space.
King's dead. King's dead. And the Fae figure seems to be done asking.
I cast Fireball on the Fae figure.
Oh no.
The Fae figure who is within 10 feet of Low.
It'll be like at a point where, like, obviously.
Kind of isn't a point where, well, there is barely.
10 foot up in the air.
Distance.
Okay.
Look, guys, I rolled a wisdom save. I rolled a nat 1, alright,
Okay,
guys.
that's fair.
Well, I rolled a nat 1 too. So instead, they're only going to take half of that because they're resistant to all spells. The blast strikes them. Yes.
Am I under a hold person spell?
Not anymore.
Oh, cool.
Hey!
Because that concentration check just wafted him out of it because they just
okay. Because I was about to ask if I being that I was under a hold person, I was thinking I would be able to, maybe try again on getting rid of it.
The way this works on that instance, no.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Because of the way that this was implemented and its uniqueness, it wouldn't have woken. But currently, anyone who was asleep or held is no longer. Because essentially, that spell is like super sleep. Except if you can be put to sleep, it just paralyzes you. And it's like freeze in place in time. Cool. Literally to work through people who have resistance.
Yeah.
So I'm awake now?
You're awake to the sound of a cacophonous fireball just ringing in your ear.
Oh, what? I just fling up like, what? What happened? Huh?
Now, I didn't expect this to go to combat, even though I kind of knew that, well, somebody was going to fuck up and probably get killed if they did, which... I mean...
Roll a new character!
Not everyone's gonna, like, take a shit. But,
I
So
was awake for 6 seconds!
So I'm just going to very quickly do this. Put yourselves on there where you want. Because there's a sense of point where this will have to go. I will say that the only people who have a set thing right now are Loyalty and him. So I'm going to move Loyalty to there.
My corpse is probably next to wherever Whittick was.
Yeah, I said I'd already run over to where King was. So.
Say that. We can revive you.
I'm assuming
As long as you act within the next minute. Sure, Jane.
Where's...
And assuming we have the spell.
Presumably you have the spell slot.
Saying
Considering
saying
something
the
with
word "we"
fireballs.
is being very generous there, Carls.
Yeah.
I would also be over here because I just checked King's body. And then literally got up and turned and cast.
Yes, you did.
No, I don't have it prepared, and no, I don't have a spell slot to cast it if I did have it prepared anymore.
I mean, you just fireballed, so.
Yeah, I did have it prepared, so I knew I could be like, well, fuck it.
We have a lot of tents for the number of people we have here.
I literally grabbed a map and you're
I'm
dead.
teasing.
Shut up.
Look, all you gotta do is imagine that this isn't here, this isn't here, this is.
Okay.
Hey!
Throw some grass down over it if you want instead.
So some grass
It's
over
fine.
him if you want to.
I was teasing.
It's gonna turn into that pit again. We start just drawing grass and rocks.
These are just grass, these aren't real tents.
Behave yourself. I'll be under the grass soon enough.
Yeah.
I would apologize, but sometimes you poke a bear and a bear bites.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you gotta poke bears that are trying to steal your friends. Doesn't usually help.
What would have helped here, really?
I'm gonna be real. I have no idea either.
Yeah, it is kind of those things where it's like, well, persuasion doesn't seem to be working. I certainly don't think we can intimidate this person.
Time for aggression.
21. What do you expect me to know?
Some people just can't be reasoned with.
Some people have an archfey to go back to who wants her boy toy back.
Yeah. Oh, we know.
It's like,
we know that.
yes, people, try this persuasion book. It failed. Combat. Ah! Hit with book.
So let's see, where did you go?
The
Was
pen
it
is mightier
usually-
than the pen is mightier than the sword. Let's try the book.
I was almost expecting you to go, let's try this persuasion book, and you turn it around and it just says the word fuck in it.
Okay, I think that's everyone on.
Yes.
So, I
Food
I
for
guess-
wisdom. Okay.
guess roll initiative.
Shit, please don't be shit. Okay.
I'm terrible at initiative. I really
I know
am.
we're rolling
I
initiative, but I'm
never
still
get
like,
good rolls.
should we fight?
Where is our warlock, mummy friend?
They are a non-combat NPC and they are not getting involved.
Yeah.
Are they spare the dying NPC though?
They are. I might have a scroll of revival if you're, going to go over to them. Oh, I'm not going to put his cart in the map. Pain in my ass.
But he has a fucking Triceratops, to use the proper name.
A fucking Triceratops.
A
yeah.
fucking Triceratops.
Well, I don't get to say it, but it's our job to protect him, not the other way around.
For the last time as well, that's not a Triceratops, that's Stampy.
Yeah.
I suppose I should wake him up then, which, well, this definitely would have. You bastards.
I am most perturbed.
Sorry, buddy. You were the one who evoked the proverbial bear.
I certainly did. And I'll do it again!
I know you would.
Oh,
So,
I'm saying it now. Ah. Bacon.
bark.
Yes.
Who's up first? Oh, god damn it. Nah, it'll be you first. So you just see that,
Well,
like,
what's the dex?
NPC versus PC. PC always
Okay,
goes
never
first.
mind.
Quite literally, unless it's a direct duel or like a chase scene. But aside from that. So this like the entire
Back.
cloak that was there has been burnt off by the fireball, which, that hurt. That fucking hurt. But their hand is outstretched to you now, as you can just see that there are thorns and vines that just begin coming from around their fingers and extend towards you. He is 10 foot away. What do you do? Loyalty.
Lo gives a side eye to where King's body is and just immediately goes, hey, now. No angry eyes. Okay, no angry eyes. We good? We good? Okay.
It's time to go.
Yeah, about that. She likes a bargain, doesn't she? She likes a bargain. I go back, but on the promise, I come back in 2 days from here. Two this will days.
Your friend hit me with a fireball.
Yeah.
And I'll do it again.
Because she's scared. She's scared. I mean, she.
Go. Is this literally all you're going to try and do? Is persuasion check him? Because you're talking and you're spending a long time talking.
Well, I try.
It'll be a disadvantage. Your friend just fucking fireballed him.
But that's a free action, right?
Talk is a free action when it isn't a back and forward that lasts for about a minute.
If that's the case, then, well, if she won't take, if she's not open to a bargain, then I guess, we've got a little bit of a thorny issue involved, don't we?
No, that did work. I just didn't want it to because that was terrible. I mean, you like spend your time with me, so of course your puns are going to be terrible, but still. Wisdom saving. Shock and horror, he succeeds. And he just looks at you as that momentary effect attempts to work on him. Is that all you do?
And as my bonus action, I am going to go, well, it's not like I didn't try, and I will as my bonus action, I will Misty Step.
Okay, where to?
I believe it's
30 foot?
within 30 foot. So, yeah.
There you go. Okay, if you want to move as well, you may. That should be your turn.
And I believe I have 30 speed of movement, so stab me, protect me. I'm good.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the very sleepy warlock is going to pull themselves out of their little cubby that they sleep in their cart. What is going at the... And if he's up, he's awake, but it's going to be his turn because he's got sand in his head. Widdick. And I'll say, Widdick, you're staring forward. You watched King just... You watched it happen.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. Give me a +2 bonus to my AC. Grabbing the sword and
Just straight over the fire, like over the flames. They're
don't
still
care,
there.
just going right through it.
Yeah, literally guts.
Yeah. And let's see. So that was bonus action, and then yeah, that's a. That would be alright. Okay. So great sword attack. It's a 26 hit.
A 26 does hit.
Jesus.
Cool. That's 10 damage, and I'm going to sink in a Divine Smite
Do it.
at level 2.
Ooh, nasty.
So that'd be
3d8.
3d8. Yeah. Another 11.
Oof.
Oh, actually, well, no, that's not.
You're
the
thinking
one.
about the bonus damage you'd get.
Oh wait, I
when-
have a 1 in my damage, so I'm gonna re-roll that
Oh yeah,
because
plus
of
one.
Great
Well,
Weapon Master.
Does that work for your weapons damage and not your damage you do from other
No.
sources to it?
No,
Yeah, put it in the weapon.
in my actual weapon damage.
Oh, in the D10. Ah,
Yeah,
that one can be
because-
rerolled. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
because it is.
that is the weapon that does work. The smites one wouldn't work. But yes, that would.
Yeah. Because Great Weapon Fighting, which is what I have.
Yeah, I know it. Roll away, bud.
Okay.
I thought you meant the 3d8. That's what I was
No.
going on. Yes, it's good. Roll,
Yeah,
roll,
okay,
roll.
So I need to re-roll a d6. Ooh, much better.
Makes the slashing up to 14.
14 and that to a 25. Ah.
Eek.
That is a not fun thing.
Yeah, so just through the fire and.
You watch as the sword like just strikes through and into like the mouth, into the side of the face, and you basically just cut all the lip and the lower jaw and that portion of the skin. It's weird as you strike them. It's not like you struck skin. It's like you struck bark. Shrink into it, and you can already see thorns and like bits of vine from around that area are trying to like stretch across. But you did damage to him in melee. So, oof. You take 6 points of slashing damage from the thorns as you just like bring your weapon down and through. A thorn just like erupts out and just stabs into you.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And dealing with a creature made of thorns, you're probably gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the Triceratops is going to protect its master because it's not been given any other commands. Pausing.
I didn't expect to come around that quickly. Hang on. What am I doing?
Neither did I, but here we are.
What is he doing? I am going to cast Protection of Good and Evil, even good on myself.
Okay, he'll have disadvantage to hit you. You've advantage on these spells from him.
And I am just going to. I'm gonna just back up and just kind of look to our friend here and just go, a little help, either saving King or killing him. That's all I can think to do. Oh, actually, wait, is this a bonus action? I have forgotten how my character works.
Are you referring to Hex?
Nope.
The protection from good and evil is an action.
Bonus protection from good and evil is an action. Yeah. Where is it? Where is anything that I do? My brain is not here. Is activating my sword an action or a bonus action, Das?
Bonus action.
Bonus action. I'll activate my. I'll transfer it onto my
You
crossbow.
transfer the power, yeah. So she takes out that as she's running. She just takes out the sword and just like from the edge of it, that cold touch against shunks onto it.
Okay, that. I'm just like, help! That's my turn.
Okay, I need Kika, King, and Runara at the end of that turn to make. Let's see, what is it? Creatures.
Who's making this roll, sorry?
Oh no, King, you're dead. Never mind.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Didn't intend that. I'm not used to killing you guys. Hang on. Please wait to remember. There we go. Now I remember. A wisdom saving throw from Runara and from Kika. Let's see. Are you within range as well?
What did I do?
You woke up. He doesn't know you're there because you're still in the tent. Actually, yeah, Wittig as well. You can get it too, bud.
I don't want it.
Success from Runara.
What if I
Kika.
just didn't?
But
Kika,
no.
unfortunately, that is a no.
So
Yeah,
not.
you are affected, but I know you don't want it, Wittig, but yeah, okay. So you both
Bless you.
begin doing a comedic dance in place as you're both affected by the irresistible dance.
Ah,
hate
that
it.
one.
Use all your movement without leaving your space, and as an action, you may attempt to end your turn.
Cool.
Or end the effect with a wisdom saving throw check. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be dancing for the rest of the campaign here. Then
Not the rest of the campaign, it lasts a minute.
I mean the campaign in terms of trying to fight a fae.
Yeah, goodbye, baby.
If my wisdoms are shit.
I mean, if we all die, it will be there to the end of the campaign.
Shh, quiet you, you're dead.
And can I say, finally?
You were waiting for one of my characters to just turn around and go, shut up!
Trying to get Dash to kill me for years.
I've been trying for years! Believe me, with Grunt, it was a consistent effort! Renara, dance to your heart's content, and you may attempt to end... Oh no, sorry, you're good. You're good. You're good. Sorry. I wasn't... My brain's
Oh
gone.
god.
Renara, you have an action.
Uh,
Okay, that's your action done. What else do you do?
Wow.
I would like to Minecraft villager noise.
Character sheets do having a real moment. 1 second. Blend from that. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. I'm gonna move to there, and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay, that's a dex check. On a fail, he takes the damage, correct?
And as I do that,
Natural 20.
out of the fire, it's gonna come a fucking fat flaming sword, and I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon,
Spiritual weapon.
and it's gonna come out of the fire right into his face and swing. Oh, you got it. Okay, that's.
I got you, boo. Swing your sword.
Where's the button? It's that one. No, level.
What level are you casting it at?
Just 2.
2.
I'm assuming
Oh, that?
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I had a brain fart. Nah, miss. You missed.
Wait, what about 5, 10?
Because you rolled an 11, and that misses that AC.
I'll move to there.
Kika.
Okay, well, I guess I use my action to try and make the save, because that's all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom saves! Ah! Fuck my life for wisdom saves.
Serenus. You're in bed in
Right.
tent. You woke up to fireball.
So, am I aware of what's going on? We know he's the. Am I aware that I know he's the enemy?
You can probably see us attacking
Well,
him.
I would say that if you came out of your tent and saw Runara's sword swinging at this guy, and everyone is either giving him a wide berth or there's Wittig dancing uncontrollably in a corner going, I want to hit this guy!
Yeah. I'm going to attempt. Let's see. I'm going to do chill touch on him.
Okay. Roll to hit. That do hit barely.
So he has an AC of 13, which is what I figured.
Not bad necrotic.
Definitely not bad on the chill touch.
And now,
Also,
now,
he
no
can't
heat.
recover. He can't recover now either.
You can't regenerate, correct?
And then I will attempt to do magic stone with a walloping stone on him. Then as my bonus.
But first you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Because you throw out the chill touch to him, and as that makes contact with the side of his head, you can just see a thorn is just erupting up in his hand, and he just strikes it out towards you as he's going to do a fey equivalent of Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh, fun.
So what, do I want to do a dex save?
Dexterity saving throw, please. So,
Shit.
yeah, I'm afraid not, buddy. Just a sec.
Don't worry, Ollie. His DC was 4. You're good.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, okay, so it's only gonna be...
Only. I'll wait for like the 20, 30, 40.
Only 12 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And now you can wallop him with the stone.
Yeah, now I use a walloping stone on him.
I have to see if you knock this Herald of Titania on his ass.
Come on, come on. Did that hit, by the way?
I just
Yeah, you
that-
definitely
that
hit.
That hit. Roll your damage. I just looked at his strength score.
Come on.
Is it a negative?
Come on.
It's a negative.
Yes, come on. This is for you, King. This is for you.
This is the moment where a vine erupts out at him, and before the vine even like this whipped tendril comes back to him, just dunk square, like Dennis the Menace, the live action version, just dunk right into the head, boom, and he falls backward for a brief moment. That's actually a fair point. He's taken damage twice, and his advantage. Neither of you are no longer dancing. Rolled a 4.
Yes. Saving the party.
Serenade.
I got one of you second. We're gonna get you in a minute.
Ooh, a
Loyalty.
downed opponent? Aha!
Loyalty.
Wait a minute, let me think for a second here. I have a weird idea. Yes, it's like Posey will probably be able to hear this. He's going. Okay, just let me show you what she's said to me, and he's going to cast Dissonant Whispers on
Ooh.
the Fae. But he is specifically going to shape it in a way that it
Sounds like Titania speaking.
sounds like Titania, but it's specifically what Titania has said to him in the past.
Okay,
The abusive shit.
okay. Dissonant Whispers. It is a wisdom save. Well, thankfully he has advantage, but I mean, I've been saying that a lot lately.
He's got advantage. Oh.
Thank God. Natural 20.
Ah.
God dang.
Let's see. Target must make that on a failed save it takes this and must immediately move it. Okay. It's weird. It says that like the target must make a wisdom saving throw on a failed save it takes the damage. Doesn't imply that it takes half on a successful.
It says
Oh,
on,
no,
on,
right,
on a
down
successful
below, down
save,
below.
it takes half
Or
Yeah.
damage.
it's
Right.
unsuccessful.
Roll the 3d6. Roll the 3d6 for the psychic, but he does succeed it. So he's going to take half of whatever this is. Five. Okay. You can just see, like, while he's on the ground and you've been saying these things to him, there's just, like, the thorns are digging now into him moreover. And there's just amber and sap pouring from him on different sides. It's weird. It's almost like seeing liquid gold, but it's like just a slow and just molasses like ooze that's just seeping out of him. It's gonna be Foss's turn.
And
Oh,
how's
sorry, no.
everyone looking, by the way?
I mean, King's dead. Just to
Okay,
reiterate.
If that's the
Oh,
case,
oh
then
non-dead PCs. How are we?
I
think
might
the only
have
one who-
health. Helps. I'm so.
Been
Jazz,
better.
as
Worse.
DM, feel free to tell me off for this. But as my bonus action, I'm going
You've used
to
a spell already. You use spell as your action. You're gonna use a cantrip and a bonus action spell.
Right. Yeah. I have a bonus action spell.
Yes, but you don't have it as a cantrip, so you can't use it because you've used
Right.
a.
Okay.
You've
Never
used the
mind
spell
that,
with the
don't
spell
worry.
slot as your action. Can't do it as a bonus too. Only a cantrip and that. So that's everything. Unless you want to move. It's weird. I'm freezing cold, but I'm also sweating.
I'm
Welcome
going
to
to
my
stay
life.
where I am for now.
It's gonna be Foss's turn then. Okay. I've never had an encounter where Foss is on the ground next to his cart. Posey, you just see him look at this, realize that this is a dangerous thing that's threatening you guys, and he reaches into the cart and has to roll a d100 to see what he pulls out.
Ooh.
Just a gun. Just goes bang.
Yeah, I was like,
This
he's
is
gonna roll.
fast.
Ah, yes.
Don't joke.
This thing
This is
pulls out a rocket
fast.
launcher.
It's my
It's real
it's my
action.
gun.
See, here's the thing. I rolled a 96.
Oh, a 96.
This is one of the fun boy ones where it gets better the higher you go.
Oh.
It's really gonna be like the scene out of Thor Ragnarok when what's his face with the two machine guns.
Fucking Scourge.
Yeah, that's his name.
No. It's gonna be one of those things where it's like
Oh.
he's coming. He's approaching Post like, what have you got? Well, I can't do anything, but and then that's when like he just appears the flaming sword like he can.
No. So, suppose you see him reach into the cart, and from this innocuous space, you just see like this large tube gets pulled out, like a large pipe. That
That's
just
fine.
rests on his shoulder, aims.
Oh god.
It was a
Yes.
rocket launcher. Yes.
95 to 100 is a rocket launcher. Worst part is this is an actual rocket launcher, no spell. This guy doesn't have advantage on nothing, and he's prone. He's prone to a rocket launcher.
He just reaches in and just goes, bitches love cannons.
Huh. I wonder what the explosion rate
I won!
of a rocket.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
What's the
I'm
misfire
so
rate
sorry.
on a rocket launcher?
Well, let's see. Where can he aim to? So he can hit here. And who would that hit? No. Yeah, he aimed here. So it's 10-foot radius.
I was joking about a rocket launcher, but I'm actually so happy that he actually put out a rocket launcher.
Wow.
Somebody made the big mistake of waking Foss up.
Sorry.
I want Shays to go and he's like, I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
I mean, he doesn't really have space for it on his face.
the sands will like form it. It's like sunglasses formed out of sand.
Hang on, my brain is just like
10 points of
panic.
fire damage.
Ooh.
Or no, not 10, 20 points of fire damage. And 5 points of piercing. The fire damage doesn't get resisted, but the piercing, which is non-magical weapon, does. So firstly, take that off, and then take off 2 of that. He left 169.
Nice. We are children.
Your friend is dead in the corner.
And we're trying
This
to
guy
cope.
killed him.
It's called a coping mechanism, Dax.
It's not a healthy one.
It's the only one I have.
It's fine. You've got a fire right there. Easy cleanup.
Posey, you just see as he just like looks over and just reaches into the car and goes, duck, thunk, shing, and the back blast nearly knocks him out. Actually, I do have to make a con check because he's not trained in it. Oh, thank God he doesn't get knocked out by it. Okay. Riddick, it's your turn, buddy. You're not dancing. You just saw a small explosion go off behind you, but now that campfire could be seen as being a lot bigger.
You chose the wrong day to come here, Ben. Who are you?
Your advantage.
Oda, ne shinderu. Nani?
Nani?
Mate, it's just gonna be.
Honey?
You can just. I feel like you can hear the. I feel like you can hear the steam. You just hear the steam.
Oh! I'm rerolling both of those.
You could re-roll both dice when you still got a 7. God damn it.
Oh,
Don't
hey,
get
I'm
to
gonna
re-roll.
re-roll that.
You
Wait,
can re-roll again.
hold on.
I'm pretty sure you can roll it once, and you must take the new total.
Yeah, I think it's take the new token.
What was it actually part of again? Great map.
Which would be what, 10
Yeah, you
damage.
can re-roll the die. When you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack, you make a melee weapon you are wielding with 2 hands. You can re-roll the die and must use the new roll. The weapon
Yeah,
must.
so you have a total of... Yeah, you rolled a 2 and a 1. So instead of that, what was it? 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1. Or no, a 5 and a 1.
You're
so you got
adding
additional...
4,
It'd
aren't
make
you?
it 10. It'd make it 10 total.
Yeah, you get 10 total. Yeah, 10 total.
And another divine smite.
Do it.
And it's only gonna be at a level 1, so it's only 2d6. Oh no, 2d. Ugh. Okay. So
The Triceratops is going to take the lead of its master.
action. Don't want to do anything. Let's see, okay. Yep, I'm good.
It's also going to put a bazooka out the top.
No, it's going to back up 5 feet and then perform a trampling charge.
I thought like machine guns are just gonna appear from its back now, like they're just like Transformers.
You have not seen Foss's Howdah.
Oh, wow.
Stampede just transforms into the Blue Rangers Megazord from Power Rangers.
I'm now just picturing Voss just be
Hey,
like, oh, my
hey,
Morphin
if that is
Power
not
Ranger.
a level 20 plan for Zalric, I'm going to kill you.
Morphing time!
If that is not your plan for Zalric, I'm going to kill you. So,
The only reason
just-
I regret being dead is I wasn't around for that.
hits it with the gore at the same turn to knocked prone. So this counts as a gore attack. It's already knocked prone. Book! I forget sometimes when Stampy doesn't get used to stamp. But it is not magical, So it only does half of that, so it's only 13. And just gores it and just starts stomping on it with the feet, and that's its turn. And Posey, it's your turn.
Hang on.
I mean, most of you fuckers are color coded, so it does work.
It does work.
And you know, you've got somebody who can come back as the Black Ranger.
No.
Ranger.
No.
So that means I have to be cool.
Not you!
Does it look like they're taking damage?
Their form has been severely ripped apart by the efforts of everyone around you. Like, you can see portions of its body which are currently being held together by the thorns.
Okay. That changes things. Is this tent really here?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you real?
Somebody's
Are you here to me?
Okay. Then thank God I don't use that plan. Okay. I'm going to take 2 shots, because that's the thing I can do, right?
At disadvantage because he's still fucking prone.
Okay.
You can hold your action until we get up next turn and then do it.
Could do.
That's true.
Swinging, the disadvantage.
That's true.
I didn't say that.
I've already used that spell slot. Oh shit. No, I'm okay. Sorry, my brain is error 404ing. Yeah, I'll hold. Can I hold both attacks?
Yeah,
You can
because
hold your attack action, which would
Which
be
is action.
holding,
Which would be
which is holding you going daka daka.
I will hold my attack. Sharpshooter.
Okay. At the end of your turn, then. Oh, lovely. Everyone make a charisma saving throw. Anyone who is Posey, you have advantage. Kika has advantage, and that's it.
Charisma save.
Charisma
Last time
save.
last time it was wisdom.
Now he's making you make a different save.
Who do you think he
oh,
is?
thank fuck.
Oh wait, I get to reroll Christmas saves. I forgot. That's an effect
Fuck
of
me!
the,
Come on! I have a
cleric.
+6 and you give me a fucking 4?
Posey, you have advantage.
Hey.
What the fuck is this
You're
shit?
protected from his spells. Never mind.
I'm gonna use.
Only person.
I'm gonna use luck. Can I use luck?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh wait, if I use luck, can I not hit him?
No, because it's not an action to use luck.
Yeah,
I think-
it's,
It is. You just declare that you're doing it.
yeah, it's
No,
just
it's reaction.
Is it an actual reaction? I trust Luck
But-
Boy. If he says it's a reaction, it's a reaction.
I'm pretty sure it's reaction.
I don't remember because I didn't get to play
Okay,
some
well,
good luck
they-
very long.
Oh wait, I've literally copied and pasted the rules onto the sketch sheet.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Oh no, it just says you can spend 1 luck
Yeah,
point.
you
No,
just,
Yeah.
Yeah,
use
you
it.
just do
Okay.
it.
Yeah, you just do it.
Okay. You may spend and roll another charisma save. Just roll a charisma save this time straight, or this time
Yeah.
as like no advantage, just once.
Oh,
8, even worse. That's fine.
That's fine.
I knew 15 wasn't going to be enough anyway.
Worth a try.
Okay. Loyalty, Runara, Wittick,
No.
Posey are all charmed, and you
oh.
all just.
Well, no.
I'm a
For you guys, just a malaise washes over you. It's just from his mouth. There's just this pink mist. It's almost like a gout of blood in it, like a desperate thing, but it's more like a puff, which spreads and washes over all about you. And as it does, you all find yourselves at a ball. You're all dancing. Everyone except Kika and except Serenus. You are currently entertained at court.
I don't want to be entertained at court.
Are you not entertained?
Gonna pull himself up. That's a fair point as well. I have to make this check. Stampy just fails it. Stampy's got too low intelligence.
Sick! This ball has a triceratops!
Oh, cute.
Aww.
I
the best
cannot be
ball
charmed
gown
under the
there.
effects of Protect from Good and Evil.
Then you are not charmed as he gets himself up and begins making his way over towards royalty.
Boom! Boom!
I may as well move him back to here then real quick.
Okay, right. That
You've
was, I
declared-
was like, wait, I feel like there's something else that does.
Yeah, something that I should have remembered myself. But hey, it's not my job to remember your spells.
Nope, that's why I checked. Yes, that. 18?
Is that with sharpshooter or not?
It says sharp on it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it. That's a hit. That's a hit.
Oof.
A 9 to my head.
And second shot misses.
Luck on that too.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, you can use luck on attacks.
You
Fuck
can.
it.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
2 other neck points, don't you?
Yeah.
You
I
can
have
use it
one
on
more.
your attacks. You can use it on their attacks against
Yeah.
you.
I
That's
see why
his
you
like.
always take this game.
That's why luck is a nice feat.
It's good. It's really good.
20.
Oh, God.
It was at that moment
It's my
he knew
turn to have a
he
combat.
fucked up.
It's fucked up. Oh,
Totally, you fire twice. A bolt goes into both of his eyes. Out the back. He's maintaining concentration on that one. And he's somehow maintained concentration on the other on both like shots. He's maintained concentration. He's still up. Arrows are into the eyes. Looks to where he almost knows loyalty is and is going to make his way over to him. But that's all he can do. Because he can't take you away on a bonus action. Runara, you're having a lovely time at court.
Do I get a save, or is it just
You will at the end of your turn.
my turn end?
Well, actually, it's a fair point. Because this is a very unique spell with a very unique effect. See if you've been noticed at court. You have not. Okay. Your turn ends. Make a charisma saving throw. Nope. Still at court. Stop it. Bad boy.
You just wasted 3. What the fuck you doing?
Then my next 3, okay.
Kika. You can just see as he's from where you are, like you can like any way you move, you'll just see he's just moving his way and he's just like cupped Loyalty's hand in the cheek and is pulling him close as if to kiss him. Which for anyone who can see what's happening right now, which Lo can't, he just sees a beautiful man at court has stepped towards him and is giving him a favor. It's a fucking horror show because he's got most of his face is burnt off, his lower jaw is more or less ruined, and he's got 2 bolts through his eyes.
Okay. Sorry, I had to read this spell description because it's very lengthy. Okay.
oh. Help.
Those are the best spells.
Hell.
Okay.
I'm just vibing right
Right
now
on.
in the worst way possible.
Okay, so Kika, it will flutter up just basically so that she can
She can
basically
see
see him over the tent. There's 2 Runaras on the board, what the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck?
That one goes away now.
And she will cast Phantasmal Force. You craft an illusion which takes root in the mind of the creature you can see within range and make an intelligence save.
Okay, let me make an intelligence save.
I hope this works.
What's your DC?
13.
Fucking 12!
Yes! Right. Okay. So it
Fuck
appears
you!
because it appears in his mind. I assume
And
it
his
doesn't.
mind alone.
It does. Okay. So I'm sure I won't need to say any more when I say that this guy sees a lady.
Yep.
That's what he sees. He sees a lady.
This has no damage to it. He just sees the entity, correct?
What else does it do?
If-
I
if
think
the-
there's a damage to
Well,
it.
while the target is
if
affected
it-
by the spell, it treats the phantasm as if it was real, rationalizes any
It's
logical outcomes from
Psychic
interacting.
damage from that, I think?
Each round on your turn, the phantasm deals 1d6 psychic damage to the target while it is within 5 feet of the phantasm.
Okay, so it's a
Yeah,
d6 of
that's-
damage.
Yeah,
That's
so
providing the illusion is something that could be perceived as damage, like a fire or a gun.
Yes,
or-
this illusion can be perceived as damage.
Yeah.
yeah,
Sure.
it perceives
Roll
it as
your
appropriate.
d6 then.
Okay, so a lady appears next to him.
And before you roll,
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey!
Okay.
So no one else sees this, but he does.
and that's the only person who needs to see it. I'm not sure how to properly articulate this.
He just fucking dies from our perspective. He just-
No, because it's never that simple with her.
Yeah, true. It is. He has to make it extravagant.
Well, Kika probably sparkles. She probably flaps her wings and the stardust sparkles.
Aside from your yellow eyes, you look as if you are just the night has descended downward. And from you there is just these glittering like speckles that float outward like a Studio Ghibli film. Out towards this Fae, who is looking towards loyalty. As the crossbow bolts just like snap away and they just fall out of the eyes, you can just see the figure turning as if it's looking up. And there is the look of abstract realization and horror. And you just see him being lifted into the air. And you begin seeing something is tightening around his neck. And tightening. And tightening. Until you see his guts pour out in front of him.
Oof.
And from inside you can just see amber and sap around a enormous incredibly long fingered hand just around a heart that is just being crushed and dropped. And you just hear, dear. And we're gonna get a break.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Whoopsie!
Did I do that?
Man, we're just making friends on all planes, huh?
Planar travel's fun, guys. Wouldn't recommend it.
10 out of 10 would travel again.
We'll be back in a little bit. Well, we're back.
So,
Some of us are back.
you're back. You guys look about, and you can see that from where this body just like crumples down to the ground, and there's just that golden ichor that just begins pouring out from around them and about them. The ground just begins to warp, and you can just see marigolds just begin rising up from the corpse on all the different sides until now where they fell looks like a small fairy foot.
I will grab some wood out of the fire and I will burn the fuck out of that corpse.
Okay,
Well,
you
no, I
burn-
won't. Yeah, I won't
well,
touch.
I will
I'll-
say,
I'll bring the fire
it
to
is
the corpse.
becoming a fairy fort. And the reason I say that is, I don't know how much it is in England, but in Ireland you don't touch those.
Yeah.
You mean a ring thing?
like a daisy ring. Is
A
it
fairy
daisy?
fort, yes.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same kind of thing. It's a very similar thing.
Give you an idea, over in Ireland, wherever one of those exists, people have literally built motorways around them. They don't build on them or near them, they build around.
Yeah, I don't think the typical person is too familiar with the ins and outs of Tuatha De Danann.
Unfortunately not, no. Aside from you don't fucking listen to them where they're calling you at night. Yeah, yeah, you're German.
Taking the Wamino down the cut, narrowing.
No animal.
Wamino! Let this poor American loose in a British museum. I don't know what you're saying.
What are these words?
No, literally, the dude was like, "Oh, to me." That's how it sounded? It was just.
me
Sorry,
and Spook are just there, just like, looks at Narrowin.
That's gonna be me when I go to Canada and I start being like, "Hello there."
Yep, because your friend's just gone. Their body is no longer resurrectable from a revivify.
We don't have one.
Unfortunately. So there's just smoke like out the back and the front of the large pipe that Foss had before he just yucks it right back into the cart. Okay, that is enough for the night. I go back to bed.
Do you have everything in there?
I have everything I might need. Well, mostly. Why,
You have
what's up?
some- I just kind of gesture with my head over towards him.
What am I looking at? Because bear in mind, there's a tent. He has no idea.
Oh yeah,
He has no idea King is dead.
I keep forgetting which of these tents are fake.
Yeah, Foss, please. say
Real,
you've got something.
real.
That's the point. I might. Would I know?
From where you were originally, yes.
Yeah, I would have said.
You would have seen
Um,
originally.
King is like hurt.
Yeah.
They get up to the bed. Like he just begins making his way past you, over, down. Oh, oh, and he just like goes back and yeets himself, literally just like full sail jump, dives as if he's like Scrooge McDucking,
I was about to say, excuse me.
Oh god.
and he's going to make an investigation check in his tent to find something in his thing that he could use to help.
Don't feel like I'm guiding him because he's already in the.
Yeah, his legs are sticking
Yeah.
out, and thankfully
Yeah,
he
I'll
had an
fucking
advantage
respect
on
that,
that. So,
Kika's just fucking crying.
no, baby. Oh, so it's a 19 plus 2 to 21. I have two things! Two things might help! Yeah!
Do
he's
it.
Just like, he's just like trying to get help to pull himself out. Like, get.
I run over.
There! New body or same body?
Preferably same body. I think.
Okay, same body might not work, but we'll try.
Or if you can delay things till tomorrow.
not permanently delay. I have a scroll for it, but it doesn't. It's not that you have to keep using it, kind of thing. You just begin like undoing the scroll of revivify, which he does have.
Huh.
And he, considering nobody has stepped up to say that they're going to use it,
I mean, did he tell us to scroll of fire?
he said he's got one that brings her back now and
Oh.
one that is a new body.
I mean, I'll take it. I'll do it if you want me to do it.
He just like hands it over to you. It is a
Take it.
scroll of the same spell. As such, you know you are of the level to cast this spell. You just don't have it prepped. You can cast it through the scroll.
It means I don't have to like. He would
You
like
don't
to
have
roll
to
for
roll.
it. Yeah,
But what you do
I'll-
have to roll
I'll-
is to see if you bring King back.
yeah. We have to do the same res ritual.
So
whatever.
that is a
We'll cast it.
roll a d20, and you will add your wisdom ability modifier. So whatever your wisdom modifier.
Don't worry, there is no pressure.
Adding your modifier, and that is added.
Yeah. That is wisdom check.
Guidance.
Yeah. I said I did that earlier. I cut out.
Luck?
He doesn't have luck.
Well, the DC, because King, in your story, you've technically died once and like more or less became one of two people.
I
meshed
most
together.
certainly have, and that's if you're being generous. I could argue I've died at least twice.
Technically, you have died twice.
Nemo!
But the
Stop making
DC
the game
is
harder.
the DC is 11.
Oh, thank God.
Everyone else is at 10. You are now at a DC of 12. Renara, you rush over with the scroll and just begin reading it off, and the scroll just like falls away from you, and it's like ash in your hands that just begins coating both of them, and there's a heat that is almost too much to bear. So you just put your hand against her chest, and in that moment, like fire just erupts all across, like a wave of it.
I will
She's
immediately,
fucking knocked out to hell, but
as part of it, I will immediately pump a healing hand in there, healing for 5 hit points.
do it.
Yeah,
Rush
just
over,
5 hit points.
lay
does.
hands of full 20. Because I haven't used that yet.
Don't worry, she's gonna see that Serenus is slightly injured and kill herself to heal him. Oh, I'd say it's fair to get rid of that. Sorry. Well, I did kill you. Problem is, I brought you back.
Hey King, you with us?
Am I awake? I'm waiting for Das's confirmation of that.
Yeah, you are
After-
alive with 25 hit points now.
I'm certainly alive. I'm just questioning whether or not I'm conscious.
Thank you for being thorough and waiting for me. It's always appreciated. You are, in fact, conscious again. You just feel that warmth that's just washed over you on every part of your being. And above you is standing Runara and Wittek.
I sit up.
It's like a bitch!
Yeah, I was just about to say, completely expressionless, and I go, "Ow, that is the most painful thing I've ever experienced."
Oh, for God's sake.
BRB gonna go insult another Fae.
King, I'm just gonna say this again. I understand, yes, that man was trying to take a friend of us away. But they were Fae! They do not like it when you
Wait,
talk about
They were Fae?
authority.
I'll back up Widdick, it was Faye.
I didn't know
Could
that.
you give me a moment? I'm rather discombobulated.
Sure.
As you would be coming back from death. Well then,
So how do you feel?
I'm in extraordinary amounts of pain.
You feel like two parts of your
Sound it.
body have been peeled apart. And that is just like as somebody has just tried to brute force shove your body back together, and it hurts. But not physically, but internally.
King, I know you don't sleep.
Or
Ah.
remote.
Maybe for this one time you should try to sleep.
Rather impossible for an elf, but I will lay down here and just lay down here.
So just lay there and think about what you've done.
Don't you let me catch you dying again, Missy.
Try again.
Does King see people crying around her and all that?
Oh, Kika's definitely
like
crying.
Kika is bawling.
Yeah.
If you die again near me, I'm gonna kill you.
Sandman,
back
you got
to bed
any,
now.
got any booze?
Not for you recoverer. Also, don't put your hand into my thing looking for it. If I'm not giving you direct permission, you don't come back out with your hand.
Okay.
Intro check.
Make an insight check.
I am not in a state to do much, but be assured that I am fine and well, beyond the pain.
It sounds like somebody is telling you the stove is very hot, but also carries a butcher's knife. Don't fucking put your hand in there.
Yeah, it was really a jokey intro check.
I'm gonna take 2 pearls out of my bag from the merfolk. Go, hey, Foss, here.
Yeah.
And toss him to the 2 pearls. I don't know how much
Ooh,
that scroll cost, but
A lot.
Oh, a fucking lot. Make no mistake. It is going to be taking out of the total sum.
okay.
But that just happens because that happens. But yeah, that is one way to get me on my good points with you. And he just puts the scroll of reincarnation back into the thing that didn't get used because that would have been fun.
Ugh.
I do have to either roll an investigation check or just roll a d100 to see what he pulls out. 95 to 100 happens to be a bazooka. But
Yeah, as it is.
1 to 5 is a rubberfish.
That's
One of
pretty
these
funny.
can be very useful, the other one not.
That's pretty funny.
King reaches out to Kika with her good hand. Says, "Don't cry, little one."
But you died, like actual dead, and now you're not dead, and
No,
but you
no.
died.
Kika, she wasn't dead.
I know how to fix this.
Deception check.
The fey creature cast some weird sleep spell. And
I know how
we had to wake her up.
I know how to improve the mood.
Even
Kika,
your passive insight would tell that was cockamillish.
Kika, you cannot plant any flowers if you haven't bought any.
It's funny, but you died, and I can't ignore that because you just fucking died.
Hey,
Must admit, you do feel a little better.
Also, I think that's the first time Kika's ever sworn.
Yeah.
Okay.
She did die.
King's
Fuck.
jokes.
She's alive again. Which means it's all okay.
It's
Oh,
not
my
okay.
girl's
You
okay.
can't just put a bandage over it and say it's fine because it's not fine.
It was a magic bandage.
It doesn't matter. Somebody just turned up and just killed you without even it didn't matter.
Well, yeah, speaking of that,
We are in that line of business, and I was not about to let them take our friend.
No, but this just happened so quickly. Like there was no anything. Like you
I mean,
just
there was
just, like,
definitely a
said
weird green
two-
light, and they said some words under the breath.
yeah, and they just said words, and then you said like 2 words, and then you're just dead. I mean, there's no warning. There's no preface. Who does that?
I think, do you
Bad writing.
That is life.
everyone that we've everyone that we've come up against.
Erwin!
Wow.
Erwin!
I'm just kidding. Not against you.
Okay.
Not against you. I mean, just.
Okay.
Well,
Totally
So
needed
happy.
that.
Well, that
So
totally
happy.
derailed
The
me.
next town you're going to is the next town you're going to.
That totally
I'm
derailed
so
me.
happy.
Jesus.
Okay, needed that. Good. Carry on.
Again, not against you. I'm just to go with the joke.
That totally threw me off.
Speaking of people coming to kill people, Lo, what the fuck was that? Excuse my Elvish.
Dwarven.
Sorry.
Honey, am I still vibing in inverted commas right
You are
now?
not vibing inverted commas. You were vibing due to his attempt on you, but when he got redacted, it got redacted.
When it got redacted, Lo immediately yells and says, "Don't hurt them!" And as he yells, the elven disguise self around his eyes sort of switches to the tiefling for a second and then comes back. But he's sort of sitting there he's just sitting there in a little ball right now.
As you're looking down at the body, the marigolds from like the base of their bud just like comes up and out pink roses, and you just fall back looking at it, and as you do, the glamour fades and the tiefling is present. It's a flower bed of pink roses.
Lo is trying to back off, but he's backing off in tears from the party, from the flower bed. Just don't come near. Don't come near. Don't. Stay there. Stay there.
I'll approach the flower bed, so I've got the flower bed between
no,
me and Lo. And I'm just gonna fucking cast burning hands on all these pink roses.
But Lo is still backing off. Just no. Stay away. Stay away.
You extend out your hand and you scorch the entire flower bed of marigolds and pink roses, and they all crumple up into ash. Yeah, you just did that.
No, please, don't come closer. Just don't.
Take that 2-3 steps, just I'm trampling on the ashes of the roses.
Just
Whatever
don't.
they are, whoever they are, then we're here. They won't get you. Okay?
It's not me I'm worried about anymore. It's you. Just
We're okay.
stay away.
We're okay.
No,
You're
you're not.
okay.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You definitely are.
Posey, you're a good shot, right? And points to the little puff on his chest. Yeah, go there. Just poof.
No,
Just
don't be
do
silly.
that.
I mean, no. First and foremost.
What the? I'm the bad guy, okay?
Don't think you're the one that tried to kill us.
No, you don't get it. You don't.
No, we definitely do get it.
I'm not supposed to have friends. This is what she
Well,
does,
It's a bit
okay?
late for that.
This is what she does.
Sounds like a crap relationship.
Yeah.
I concur.
She tries to kill you and your friends. Not very nice. Sounds like a bitch. Verona would never make me kill my friends.
Nor would Stromus. He's a giant.
Maybe you should follow Verona instead.
Das.
For him, is it bad enough for you to kill your friend?
I'm the bad guy. That's.
Duh, dude. Sorry.
You don't get it. Don't get it. At this point, he's just in tears and just crumpled down to the ground, and but he's sort of crumpling down and then doesn't realize he's got the
Horns and
tubes.
tail and
So it's sort of a little bit the
Messy.
fact that he's trying to go down like a humanoid, I should say, but it's more or less a case of crush bang wallop, and he's oh shit.
King is going to drag herself up, stumble across to Loyalty.
Kika will be there, like, to sort of try and support her. Just, like,
yeah.
all fluffed up and like, don't walk, you hurt.
Yeah, there's
And
a puffball next to you.
when
just,
she gets to the curled up Loyalty, she's just gonna drop to her knees and throw a good arm around him.
Lo is just ugly crying.
Which for him is still cute.
It's
That
just
Triceratops
ugly
there.
crying. Yeah, she's she's the ex. It's like I said, Posey. The ex from hell. Fuck.
I remember.
Hell, I thought it was high.
It's metaphoric, Runara.
Oh.
I'm the one from hell, technically. Oh, we're not going into that. Fuck.
But because of the whole horns and... Hey, well... I mean, nothing wrong with being different, hey?
I mean, I don't even know what I am at this point. I mean, I remember these, and points to the two main horns. But these are new. And he's pointing to the antlers. Fuck.
I think what you are is tired. I think you should get some rest. I'll make
Drink.
You a nice cup- I'll make you a
Drink
nice
will
cup
be
of
good.
tea. You get some rest.
Like those pink drinks, you know, the ones with the little paper thingies.
Yeah, so I'll get you one. Definitely.
Yeah, like a barrel
You-
with like a proper parasol in it. That would do.
You have a sit down by the fire and I'll get you a drink.
Okay.
And I will approach Fuss over by his cart and be like,
There's just a very tired, just in not like third-degree burned, scarred face with the bandages off, just like peering out.
Fuss, have you got anything in your cart of wonders that will help our friend get some sleep? A nice tea or something strong, not stronger, but stronger.
Much stronger. Like
You just go
this.
sit down, low, go sit down.
He just reaches back and just takes out like what looks like a water skin and hands it to you. If anybody else pokes me before the sun is up, everyone going to get the slap.
In the morning.
Except
I'll
you,
pay for
Kika.
this.
You're wonderful and it's a pleasure to see you. And he just goes back in.
In the morning, I'll pay for this, and I will.
Literally like a snake or like an eel, just like poking its head out from like the rock, like back in.
I'll just smell what's ever in this water skin.
Woo!
Right.
You drink with dwarves, Daniel. Woo!
Okay, I will take it to Low, and I will pour Low a small cup of this, whatever this is. Right, here you go.
As you pour it and you shake it around again, doesn't seem to be any change in volume in the actual water skin, but the drink does pour.
We need
Cyrillus
something
must
for
not
this.
get his hands on this.
We need a thing for this, and he just picks up like a little daisy from the ground and just sort of sticks it in the drink and just goes.
Is it a daisy? What colour is it?
White.
Is it a normal daisy?
It's the normal daisy.
It's just a daisy.
They're marigolds!
Just drink this.
I may not know my flowers, but I know
But
a
I
bitch
know
when I see one.
Well, on that, I'm just gonna go back to my tent. I'll see you guys in the
Yep.
morning.
Everyone get some sleep.
A good one.
Low, drink this, get some sleep.
I've drunk it. I want more.
Yep, in the morning, get some sleep. Have a lay down.
I'm going back to Neverwinter. You just don't need me. I'll just
Lay down.
How?
That,
How,
what you do is-
Runara? I got things sticking out of my head.
What you do is you lay on your back, so they poke out to the sides. And you close your eyes.
They go back.
That-
You lay on your front.
Then lay on your front.
I need more drink before that
That-
happens.
Lay down first.
Fine. Funk. Okay.
Now close your eyes.
It's not like I can't because my face is on the ground.
Close your eyes.
Ugh.
And
Okay.
count backwards from 20.
20, 19, 18. This carries on.
This continues until there is a napping tiefling.
When the tiefling is napping, I'm gonna go lay down near my girl so I can keep an eye on.
Yeah, they basically everything happened and they just follow protocol, which is stay the fuck away from what's ever happening outside.
Exactly. Good
But
girls. They
they've
know
just-
what they do right.
They've just pulled a blanket around you and they're all just like lying about you now. And eventually everyone more or less makes their way to a sleep. One form or another.
Do we get a long rest?
You do now.
Thank God.
Whew. So, your morning comes. As you guys get up in your morning, Boss steps out, gets back his flask, his water skin, and brings it back to his thing as he begins setting up to move his caravan for the day. What y'all doing?
I will return Arthur's flask / water skin. Is there a cost? Like it seems.
It's free to
Do you want anything?
use.
Okay, can I
Look,
ask one?
people keep waking me up in the middle of the night, and I am a bitch when I get waken up in the middle of the night. So I apologize if I was in any way discourteous, but yeah, usually.
No, of course.
I mean, there's
can
a
I ask-
reason I took out the rocket launcher when I get woke up in the middle of the night, because
Rocket
motherfuckers do
launcher.
that.
That's what it was called. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's one of the people from Neverwinter. She has like a small. They it's very important. Have a small engineering guild, and that was a prototype that I may or may not have weaseled out with a good deal.
Interesting. Could I ask
Yeah.
a big favour?
Yes.
Can you not let Serenus go anywhere near this water skin?
Oh, you mean all of my stuff that I usually let none of you go near? That's going back. He just throws it in.
Please.
Yeah.
That's
Again,
fine,
if
thank
he
you.
goes in, he doesn't come out. Good luck. Not that.
It's pretty for the best. Okay, thank you. I think we're gonna get ready and head out. So
Yeah.
we'll be. I'll get everyone up and then we'll start continue up to Luskin.
All right.
Hopefully,
That is okay.
I'll go wake everyone up. Get us all ready.
You wake everyone up bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. Oh,
Can
good
I go up to just as everyone's like either just before or just as everyone's like coming around, just go up and poke low and just be like, "Can I talk to you over here for a bit?"
Sure, just give me a sec, okay? It's like
I'll wait over here.
you
go
know when you get
over.
a new. You know when you get a new pair of shoes and they just hurt and they pinch in your feet and it takes you about like a week before you start walking on them?
Not especially, but I think I get the spirit of what you're saying.
It's like that, but with my legs right now.
Okay, I'll go wait over
Just-
here, and I go.
Just give me a sec, okay?
I'm gonna go over like away from the capital.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, tail. Okay. And it's got a rose on it. Nice touch. Okay. So, what's up?
Kind of look around, make sure no one's eavesdropping. Look, I just wanted to say before we get back on the road about, last night and everything. I just wanted to make something kind of clear.
Okay.
If it were up to me, I would have let him take you. And you would have gone back to the Feywild and everyone would be fine. But they chose to give you a second chance. Try and do something with that, okay?
Okay. You still can do something. I mean, no one's looking.
I walk off.
Points for trying?
Threatens you, flirt.
Minus several million for good taste.
What's the one again? Blue knife over the boy. I could kill you where you stand. You're gorgeous.
I say
No,
that
it
out
was
loud.
it's Lowe's kind of very poor attempt to
Knee
sort
jerk
of say
response.
to Posey just look, I get it. You can still kill me now if you want to. I'm not sort of arguing with you.
Ah, you meant for you to die. That's not what came across.
Just go.
Just do it to me now.
I'm just gonna walk off.
Imagine if it just like starts taking off clothes. What are you doing? That's not what I meant. Take out a knife.
Go back to the group.
Yeah, you're back to your stuff. You get yourself sorted, Posey, and the rest of you get yourselves in some semblance of order, and you make your way. God damn it, the fucking peonies thing popped up on bloody Twitter. The miracles! As it moves you back to Dinort. And you're 2 days away from Lushkin.
Big oof.
Big oof.
So from Port Lost to Luskin, it was how many days?
I believe 5.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds right.
I believe so.
Yeah,
That's
never
5 for
win a
now
port.
until check.
Never win at the port last was about just over 2, I think. So yeah, or about 2. So 5
Yeah, it
sounds
was
about
like,
right for last one.
yeah, you got like halfway through a day here, and then this is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been counting
5 days.
down like rations and supplies. So I think we're 2 days left. So yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we just start on the road.
And if anyone wants to RP in their time, they may.
Just be doing my normal at the front of the car, keeping an eye out.
I'm just going to be spending some quiet time writing up a letter that I'm going to send to Netherwinter regarding the troll and how they might consider hiring him for bridge guarding duties. Or killing him if he doesn't seem cooperative.
Well, Kika is, and because it's Kika, I have to say metaphorically hovering, not literally hovering, but she is metaphorically hovering around King, just like trying to keep an eye on her, but doesn't really know what to do. So it's just like sitting near her, and every once in a while it's just like, do you want some water? Do you want some food?
Basically, just like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
But like trying not to be annoying, but is not very good at it.
May I help you, dear?
Just making sure you're alright.
I am predominantly right, as most of my left half wasn't constructed correctly. That's a joke, dear.
How are you able to just joke about things like that?
It's my duty to increase the morale of the people around me.
But you have to look after yourself as well.
I certainly do. It is not my intention to die on a frequent basis.
Better not.
It has given me pause to thought. I especially must consider that my girls must be protected. I hope they can be convinced to perhaps stay in the next town we're going to, or find work elsewhere. These travels we're on are quite dangerous.
I mean, I don't know anything about the next town, so I can't offer any advice in that regard.
Perhaps our merchant friend would consider hiring them on. But
Yeah.
it is hard to speculate on things yet to come.
But are you alright now? Are you sure you don't want more water?
As I do not require more water.
Okay.
But thank you for offering. I'm afraid we are in the career path that will potentially result in death. We do not seek it, but that does not mean that we can let those that would do us wrong get away with it. You are a strong person, stronger than you know.
That's really sweet to say.
It was more factual than complimentary, but sure.
If you say so. It seems obvious to me that you're the strong one, because Because you're doing you, really, after everything.
I am only a reflection of the people who support me. It's all a king ever is.
That's the problem with reflections. Doesn't matter who else is looking, you only see what you see.
Would you fancy a game of chess?
Yes! Yes!
I'll set
Roll
up the
for chess
board.
check.
I'll just say, when this is going on, Lo was hesitant to get back on the cart, but is sitting there, still in tiefling form. But he's not saying much, still kind of half weeping, but holding this autumn leaf shaped mask in his hands and just staring at it. Not saying a word, just sort of there looking at it, looks up at the sky occasionally, then just goes back and looks at it, then he sort of nonchalantly just goes, yes, it's fine, and then just sort of puts it on, and then sort of hesitates, and then drops his hands down again, and then just sits there and stares at it. And he just repeats this over and over, not saying anything.
So, your die goes uneventfully. Your next day will get you to Port Luskin. And who here is proficient in history? Does anyone want to make a history check on Luskin?
I'm proficient.
History check. Anyone else who has made?
I'm proficient in history.
I'm not. I probably wouldn't know anyway.
You would make a history check as well then, Saranus. So 2 history checks.
I'm not from the coast.
Okay,
Nice one.
Kika, I'll begin with you, and I'll add on for Saranus then. Luskin is known as the city of sails. It has this romantic concept to it that it is a magnificent port metropolis. That gallons will visit it often with trading from sails from all across the world. You know, the romanticized idea of it all. And you're aware that trade does go through it, and trade is profitable through it. Saranus, you know that whilst trade does go through it and trade is profitable through it, the romantic image of it is inverse. It's dirty, with many a dive street, squat buildings, and ramshackle docks. You are aware that there is a league of wizards who do reside in the town, who do very little, but thankfully they do very little, aside from trying to enforce their grip on the town and improve their own gain politically. You do not have a name for that group, but you are aware that there is a group of individuals who do rule the town, and that they do all come from what is referred to as just a large multiple thin spires that are like essentially rises up from one point and almost like directly comes out at 2 points at either side, like a trident almost of a tower. Just splits up and goes up. And it's the only well-built building, and well, not the only well-built, but the most well-maintained building in Luskin. Aside from that, you're aware about 19 years ago, its docks were assaulted by frost giants during the Giant Wars, and that it did not end well for the giant ship that attempted to attack it. And now the host tower is left as a massive ruin in the middle of the docks as an indication and a promise for those who bring trouble to the city. You're still a days out, and you go to your rest. Does anyone want to do or talk or interact or anything over your time, or?
Can I do hit dice?
You
This
won't
rest.
need to. You're fine.
We've had a long rest, so
You
we're
had,
at full.
you had a long
Is there
rest.
a long
yeah.
rest? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we
You're
did
all
that after the fight. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, then after the fight, don't worry, you're all good. No one wants to interact. Ah, the coin! Here! Interact while I found my coin.
Are we going for supplies and stuff?
I
We've
think
got
we're
enough to
probably
get us
gonna.
to
I
Luskin.
think we're gonna resupply in Luskin.
Yeah, we've got enough to get us to Luskin, then we need to restock. With one more day's worth, and shit will run out the day we get there.
Okay.
All good, kids?
Yep.
Alright. Your second day comes, your last day, shall we say, on your travel, comes without much issue.
I don't mean to be irritating, so tell me off if need to be, Han. But Lo will try and sneak off at the start of the second day. But it's your call as to what roll I need to make, if it's advantage or
Stealth check.
disadvantage.
That'd be a stealth check. And it would not be with advantage. Is that you attempted to just straight up leave?
Yeah.
Well, no one's got a high passive perception. And no one's declared to me that they're keeping an eye out for him.
Is it during the day or during the night you're sneaking off?
He'll try to sneak off very early in the morning.
I mean, whoever's on that watch would be actively looking out for things. Some might make an
I
active check. But
would
that would-
100% during my awake hours, especially if nobody else was on watch.
That would be King and
be
Wickick
keeping an eye.
then. That would be King
Yeah.
and Wickick. So you two
Pretty
can
safe.
make perception checks for your watches to see if you would have spotted him.
Nope.
Don't you get a +5 to that?
That is. No, it's for my passive. I guess.
Oh, it's only your passive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Observant is
King.
just passive.
Unfortunate.
Somehow, you guys will get up for your morning and start rousing certain people, and well, he's gone.
Motherfucker.
that's the thing. I would instantly sit down, get out my holy symbol, and check to see what spell level locate person is. Think it's higher than
While
that.
Renar's doing that, I will look for tracks.
Survival check while you do your spell checks.
I think okay.
Where the fuck is survival?
Locate
Oh, I
person's
got my
spell,
survival.
right? I'm
Wait a
not
minute.
making that up, am I?
Locate
I don't
person.
think I can do locate person.
19. I'm sorry, I can't get over how much I look like the head from the Haunted Mansion right now.
Oh yeah, I've been loving it for the last however long this has been. I've been loving it.
I don't know why
Ghosts,
it's so dark, because the light
spirits,
source
wherever
right
they
there.
are.
Locate creature.
I will. Oh, is it locate creature? What level is it?
It is a 4th level
I
divination.
can't do that then. I
Yep.
will prep locate object, and I will cast locate object and locate Lowe's mask.
Okay. If you try to cast it on his mask, what is the range on the mask?
On the spell.
On the spell, excuse me.
As long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you.
And
Oh
I'll do
no,
it burst then.
he's well past 1,000 feet from you by the time you get up. He got up a little bit earlier.
Shit.
But Posey, you do spot his tracks anyway.
If we want to go looking, I've got his tracks.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, it is the very obvious thing of the equivalent of hooves, just two walking away from your camp.
While they were doing the locate object and everything, I'm going to do a skywrite.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Stacey, message me where you went to. Just so I'm aware whether or not effects will work on you or not. Like, are you in the woods? Okay, well that definitely doesn't work then because there's nothing but canopy.
Yes, the skywrite is effectively going to say, "Get back here, or we're coming after you."
Message me, Stace.
Said that to Kurt. No.
Just delete
Come on.
that. Lucky I was away turning my light on.
Yeah.
Also, after the locate object spell, I will ritual cast augury.
Mm-hmm. Well, currently I need to figure out where Stacy's gone to so that I can tell you whether
Yeah,
or not
yeah,
going
yeah,
down the
yeah,
road is a good idea or not. Or will we go in the woods? I don't know.
Yeah. Blah, 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 specific course of action, and it will be like going into the woods to look, or going in the direction to look for low. That'd be a good idea. Basically. Stop. Spell slot. Lovely.
You're making your spellcaster use spells the day before you get to Luskin, you naughty boy. But it's in character, so don't feel bad.
Oh yeah.
Just hurry up and send this. Come on. Well, you wouldn't have gotten there yet. This is the fucking point, hun. Well, you wouldn't have got there yet. You still need 8 hours sleep. So you wouldn't have been able to say get up stupid o'clock early. It would imply you have gotten to bed stupid o'clock early. But I take it then you're on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's heading in the opposite direction. He's heading back.
Yeah, especially with that. That's... Yeah, no, I'm going to be 3 days away in a tavern. No, you're not. Because that's the only tavern.
I
It's 3 days away.
wasn't 100% sure what you
Yeah,
were
Belle.
asking. So that's on me. Sorry.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you look up in the sky. You can see, get back here or we're coming for you. And you guys can tell from the tracks that they go back to the road. But after that, you don't see them because it is just pavement.
I'll just say then that Lo is just sat on the side of the road and is just trying to work out what the hell he wants to do.
If you guys are going, which I presume at least from Posey and from Renara you do, if you go back for him, he's an hour down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Sat down at the side of the road.
You're muted, Krauser.
I won't cast Augur as a ritual. I'll cast it as a normal spell, so I can keep locate object up for the next 9 minutes.
Mm.
So we can try and keep that active while we're looking for.
Yeah.
Poe.
After a
guys,
bit, you do get a ping, but it's you can't see him at the end of the road, but you can get a ping, and it is from just like straight ahead after like 50 minutes of travel,
is this
or
on
like
the
50,
what
55.
direction? What direction was it? Is this back the
This
way
would
we're
have been
going
back
anyway?
to Port Lost. This would have been back to Port Lost.
That's where we go. Okay, we'll go back an hour and we go find. We go find.
Mhm.
Unless anyone's got any objection.
No.
Posey, got any objection? Huh?
No, right now I don't.
Yes.
Later, maybe.
Should get him alone and kill him finally. Should be revealed as the evil Disney princess. He just wakes up with a crossbow aimed against his neck. Nothing personal.
Nothing personal, kid.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start. So you go back an hour, and there you can see at the side of the road is Loyalty, humming and hawing, trying to decide what to do. At this point, the skyride will end. It'll only take you 30 minutes to get back because you are on horseback, whereas he was walking.
Mm-hmm.
But you do find him eventually.
Hello.
Yo.
What you doing?
Damn it.
Yeah, that's a neat trick with the twiggy together thing. Yeah, you should take that on the road. That would be cool. Yeah.
I am going to dismount. I'm going to go up to him. I'm going to slap him.
Oh, you beat me to it.
That's deserved.
And it's from a weak limb, like a limp-wristed wizard. So it's like
It was actually a backhand.
oh shit, never mind then. It was a weak limp strike from a backhand of a wizard. Yeah.
I died for you.
I think the line is, you died because of me.
No, I died for you. Stop being a bitch. Get on the horse.
Oh, I'm actually glad you got resurrected now.
I love King
I-
so
King is just so good.
I can't do that. I don't want you to die again.
Just get on the horse.
I use my mage hand to grab hold of my dead arm that's holding the focus, which is that iron rod type thing, and I backhand with that hand.
Ding! A little bit harder. This time there's a ding to it.
2.
Perhaps my statement was unclear. Stop being a fobs wobble and get on the horse.
Should I definitely get on my horse?
She's gonna come after you now.
The song of discord.
You say that as if I don't have intents of going after her for attacking one of my friends. Now stop being a bitch and get on the horse.
Better do what she says. You don't know what's next after that. Iron
Yeah,
rod.
I do. Yeah, I do. That little petal, she's there's a thorn in there. There's a pun in there, but I'm not gonna go into it. Look.
The term you're looking for is she's a big bitch.
Which one?
All of the above.
Yeah, but which one?
Your ex.
Yeah, and then there's the little steel petal with the crossbow too.
Huh?
Yeah,
Who are you talking about?
I think you call her Posey. I mean, fair dues to her. I mean, she let me go, but I
What's
mean, I
Po-
would have
what?
I would have preferred it if she just shot me right there and then. I mean, then we just don't have to get into all this mess. I mean, just. Ugh.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what's going on here necessarily.
I'm so confused.
Come on, look, you don't want me around. She's gonna come after you,
No,
and
stop,
she's gonna
please.
do that whole
Stop.
thorns and
Stop.
squishing and the.
Hey.
I don't want you
Stop.
hurt.
Stop. Look. You see what happened to that? The Faye thing. He got killed. As will any other Faye thing that comes for you / us. That'll burn as well.
I don't know.
Just get in the car.
Okay, but I can't protect you from her.
You
Okay?
don't need to.
It is not your job nor your responsibility to control stupid, annoying, overly arrogant queens.
Don't blame yourself for the action of some other bitch. And you don't have to protect us from her. We all protect each other from whatever.
It's my fault. Okay?
Did you get on the sending stone and be like, hey bitch, come kill my friend? No. Didn't.
Oh, but
So,
she came looking for
zip.
me.
You're gonna get in the back of this car. You're gonna stop, finish sorry for yourself. We're gonna go to Luskin. Serena's gonna buy you the biggest mug of beer and a
Not
nice
beer.
chicken.
I don't like
and a
beer.
nice,
I don't like
a nice,
beer.
Oh, yeah.
I like the red
glass-
ones.
A nice
I like the
glass
red
of,
ones. I don't know what they are, but
a
I
nice
like the red
glass
ones.
of Shiraz and a nice seafood dinner, and you're gonna enjoy yourself. Okay?
Okay.
So get back in this car now.
Okay.
See, you're making the dinosaur upset. Come on now, let's go.
We're now an hour behind schedule.
Okay.
I swear we need to get this boy laid.
That's already happened, and that's too complicated.
I think
Oh
that's-
shit!
That's
Oh
probably what
no!
made this problem. Maybe we shouldn't go there, King.
Oh. Why
Well, I
did
mean,
you
the
have
act
to bring
itself was
that up
plenty.
now?
Well, the act itself was
Oh.
simple, but the extra bits you did with her, that was the unicorn was the weirdest part.
Oh, no, no.
Places.
No. Yeah,
Never wake a sleeping dragon, never play hopscotch with a unicorn. Not
no,
leapfrog.
No.
Leapfrog with a unicorn.
No.
Jesus
Look. Have you ever had? I'm presuming here, but have you ever had feelings for someone that didn't necessarily make sense?
In a way.
Does it count if you yourself don't make sense?
Does it count if the feelings
I
you've
second
got
that
are for-
question.
Yeah, sure. That one. That question is what I was going to ask. Yeah.
This is gonna sound gross, so forgive me in advance for this, because you are both fine women and just maybe you're the perfect people to ask. I don't know. But You remember Neverwinter, right?
Vividly.
Big place, yeah.
Just kidding.
I came back, and I looked like this.
Yes.
I met someone in Neverwinter.
Tell us about her. What's she like?
That's the thing. It's a he.
I don't judge. What's she like?
Hot? That's not the same.
Big.
Um,
That's a donkey. Knock 'em round.
I don't go with guys.
Contrary to the evidence.
I mean, I didn't think you were fussy, but
No. I like women. I don't go
You sound
with...
very certain about that.
That's
yeah,
the thing.
maybe you
This-
just
This conversation seems to be going in circles. Unless you're about to tell us you slept with the leader of the Gith, I don't think it's really a problem.
It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a big
No question
problem.
of ours.
The problem is,
It's a big
Loyalty,
problem.
is that you pretend too much, okay? Just stop pretending!
Kika, I don't even know if it's pretending.
Kika turns around and starts walking back down the road.
Kiko, the car. You get in the car. It'll be faster. Alright,
She starts flying.
She's gone.
Yeah, I think
Right,
flying.
you better get in this car, low, because we need to catch up with her. She's gonna go far too fast. You don't want to follow her.
Okay.
Come on, in you get.
Okay. Look. I appreciate it, but you don't have to go to... Okay.
I haven't had to do shit for the last hour and a half. I love you all. I just
Every
gotta watch
time-
the sitcom play out.
Every time I hear you finish right for yourself, I'm gonna tell King to give you another slap. Now,
I'm not
don't make me do
disputing it. I
that.
deserve it.
King, that was it. That was a signal.
Smack.
No, she wants it. He wants it, sorry.
He's good.
Now, just stop being who you aren't and be who you are. Okay?
Easy for you to say.
It really isn't.
You appear to have been in an abusive relationship, not responsible for the poor behaviours of others. And that's coming from a person who takes on responsibility by the truckload.
I know. But there's the abuse, and then there's the stuff I don't remember.
For the sake of ease, are you getting back in the cart as this is
I'm
being
in the
said?
car.
Yeah.
Okay, the cart is
I'm in
moving.
the
as
car.
this is
Yeah,
The cart is moving as this is happening. An important thing to say.
I'm being the parent for Lo right now. He's in the bloody car.
We will work this out.
I hope so. Because right now I have hooves, and I don't remember ever having hooves. So your guess is as good as mine.
Press muted.
I'm just happily taking it myself, that's all.
Okay.
I'm letting the children play because this is fun. So, Now, instead of arriving at midday in Luskin, you will arrive halfway through the afternoon. And you can begin to see that this is the equivalent to 18th century London in the fact of it is a shithole. But there is a very, as you arrive through, and there are the large gates that do block the city off that are currently open. And there is a very, very, very sharp, divide of what is very well and due and what is very much so not. As you arrive at the gates of the city, there are guards who have this kind of gaudy armor on where it's just trimmed with gold along it, and they have these masks that more or less cover their entire face with just a bridge nose point and then just the small spaces for just the eyes. And Foss shows papers to them and indicates that you are a traveling troop with him as bodyguards, which get you guys in without difficulty or issue or anything else. And that is where we're going to end the session.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
that's
God.
good.
I need sleep. Night night. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
buddy!
I mean, I'm also tired. But thank you for the session, Dash.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Love you all.
Are
Thanks
we
for
good
killing
for
me.
Are we good for next week?
I
Yes.
assume so.
Yes.
Presuming everything is okay and there's no change with me, yes.
Cool.
Cool.
But I will let you know otherwise.
We'll see you
Cool,
guys
cool,
next
cool,
week
cool.
then.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Slime Pebbles.